Welcome to race 8 of the Pepsi Night Owl Cup Series, and here we come back to Daytona with 3 races to go till the chase. I think it's 3 races till the chase, and it is going to come down. It's nail biting right now to who's going to be in and who's going to be out of this championship hunt. People that can breathe, and there are people that cannot. And it's going to come down to who really wants it more. And let's get through the starting lineup and see how everything's going to shake out here. Let's get this thing started up here from Daytona as we send it down to get the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engines have been fired, and we look at people up front here like Anthony Marchese, who right now is in the chase on points, but he would like to get a win to solidify his spot in the chase. Joey Wright, he's deep in the points, so he's going to need a win. He's not going to point his way in. And right now, he's going to have to win and have consistency these last couple races before the chase if he wants any chance at making this chase. I believe there are still 42 drivers that can make this chase, or 41 drivers. Dan Johnson's really, I think, almost mathematically eliminated on even getting into the top 30 on points, so it wouldn't matter if he would win. So, there are people that we haven't even seen a repeat winner this season. Will we see one tonight? Or will we see a new winner lock himself into the chase? Pace car's in. And we are underway from Daytona. Oh, and we've got a wreck already. Lap 1, Nick Pericles around. Into the pack. A huge wreck on lap 1. 500 winners in it. Dom Caps. They're still wrecking. Nick Pericles in the chase. Bruce Loya. He's 30th in points with a win. He cannot have a bad race, or he will slip out of the top 30 and won't matter if he had won the race. Oh, big calamity already with the 16 of Nick Pericles, and we got the 5 around. Oh, and they're stacking up. Bruce Loya! Didn't look like Loya had damage, and now that could hurt Loya in his hopes of making this chase. Well, let's take a look back. It started with the 16 and I believe the 88. See what happens. See, the 16 of Nick Pericles You got the 88 here of Eric Smallwood. But that... See, the 88 sees a hole, decides to make it 4 wide, and there just wasn't enough room. And in this, and when you get on that apron, you're gonna come back up, and there are... The 42 gets in the air. The 07, the 29 Zachary Fitzwater, who has a win. Not good in the points, though. Needing something good to happen. Just needing to survive these last few races. Not doing what he needs to do. Let's see if we have any other big names involved in here. Trying to race their way in. Dom Caps, he still needs to point his way in. I mean, he's not that bad like Loya, but it's the 20 of Homashak, the 42, 16, the 07, the 25, the 01 in there. A lot of days could be ruined in chase hopes after this. Loya down pit road. Let's get you back to the green flag as action ramping up at Daytona. Okay, let's run through the top 10. First is Anthony Marchese. Second, Dunder Johnson. Third, Shrew Patel. Fourth, Marco Martinez. Fifth, Dan Smallwood. Sixth, Joey Wright. Seventh, Derek Cohen. Eighth, Eric Smallwood. Ninth, Eric Willis. And 10th, Andrew Rich. Let's take a little look at see if anyone has the 29 of Fitzwater, the 25, the 91, the 42, the 16, and the 20 have DNF'd, leaving 36 cars on the racetrack. Last is Bruce Loya, who's going to need to make up some spots if he wants to stay in that top 30. Marchese will lead him back down to the green with 11 laps to go. In the Pepsi 400. Johnson to the inside. Big move from Dunder Johnson. He's going to get help from Marco Martinez, leaving Shrew Patel and Anthony Marchese on the outside. Johnson on the inside. He's going to get through to the lead with help from Marco Martinez. And here comes the 48 of Daniel Smallwood. These guys all needing good runs. Johnson pretty much locked in. He's got good enough points position with his win to get into the chase. But there are people up here that want to win to solidify their spot, like Marco Martinez, Derek Cohen, Anthony Marchese, Dan Smallwood, Eric Willis, Andrew Rich, Joey Wright, Avery Pedro. The only people up here that already have a win are the 97 of Shrew Patel and the 6 of Dunder Johnson. Johnson getting the win out at Sonoma earlier this season, where Roush really had dominated there on the road course out in Southern California. But right now it looks like that 6 car has a lot of speed here at Daytona, and he's going to use it to his advantage and try to pick up a second win, which will basically which would lock him in big, like he would be in far enough ahead, 31st in the points, to be in. But that 2 car has different ideas. He's going to the inside. The 2 of Derek Cohen. Let's check on the back. Alex Pedro, Bruce Loya, they've lost draft. Bruce Loya, he's going to need something big to happen tonight with this front pack if he wants any hope at winning, or not winning, but getting a good result to help him stay in the chase. And now we've got 3 wide in the middle of this pack, but it's the 40 of Avery Pedro who's going to take the lead at Daytona with help from the 9 of Brad Lewis. But here comes the 88, who many people weren't happy with on the radio from that first lap incident, thinking he was too aggressive for lap 1. and taking out a lot of good, fast race cars. But he's gonna shake it off, and here comes Shrew Patel. Look at that bottom with those two Chevys of Marchese and Wright. Those are two very fast race cars out of the stables of Hendrick Motorsports and DEI Incorporated. DEI always and Hendrick always have fast restrictor plate cars, and they are showing it tonight with Marchese getting the pole and Wright here running up front. Wright has had fast cars all season. He started well most of the races. It's just he has had no luck. He's been collected in every incident you could think of. Anything that could go wrong for Joey Wright has gone wrong. And now here comes Marco Martinez with a very aggressive move to the inside 3 wide. They're 3 deep. About 7 rows deep of 3 wide in this front pack. It is getting intense as they come to six laps to go. Nick Capps, we thought he piled in there after the caution flag, but he is hung on, and he has stayed in the draft, and that makes 3 Hendrick cars up front here in this front pack. But it's the 31 of Marco Martinez trying to show that the Richard Childress stable has a fast car, has a fast package here at Daytona also. But here comes from Richard Petty Motorsport, Robert Hartsoe. He's got a win too. He's trying to get his 2nd win of the season. He's already basically in the chase. He's good enough on points. With a win, he'll stay in the top 30. Look at the underfunded car of Max Smith. A good run for him for front row. A great run for Max Smith. Not really been able to show his ability outside of the restrictor plates. And this is an equalizer race where he can show what he has. Maybe trying to see if Big reel in some sponsorship. We've got about... Look at the 15 of Dom Kess, who was involved in that first incident. He's trying to catch up to this first pack. And we have about... With him joining on, we have a 23 car pack racing for the lead. As they are coming back to 4 laps to go. Here comes Dan Johnson. We mentioned that he is basically out of the chase because he has not enough points where he's too far back to get into the top 30. But what would a win mean? That could be huge for him. Just to make something out of this season. A win would do a lot for his season just to make it worth. But here comes that 41 car of Chip Ganassi, Drew McMonagle. He's trying to get into the lead. He'll take the lead off turn 4 as they're coming back. It'll be 3 laps of racing to go. But here comes some winners. 2 winners from the Roush Fenway stable. Shrew Patel and Thunder Johnson, they're going to the front. Trying to become repeat winners. The first repeat winners in Pepsi Night Out Cup Series history. Patel and Johnson on the inside. We've got 3 Fords on the bottom. But now it's Johnson who wants to take the lead for himself. These guys know they need to get to the lead as quick as possible. Because if there's a wreck now, it's over. The race would be over. Johnson off turn 4. He's going to lead with 2 laps to go. Look at the 15 car. Where did he come from? He was involved in that first crash. Your Daytona 500 winner trying to pull off the sweep at Daytona. He's got help from his brother, Nick Capps. They're on the bottom. Johnson trying to block 3 lanes. 3 wide. Here they come off turn 2. Here comes the 15 with help from his brother, Nick Capps. But he's going to get sunk out to dry. Here comes the 77 of Dave Cohen. He's going to try to win. Cohen to the lead. They're coming back. It is going to be the white flag. 1 lap of racing to go at Daytona. They're going to have a green finish. They're going to race it back. Here comes the 5 of Nick Caps. Does he have enough? Does he have the car to win it? He's got to time it right, though. But Andrew Rich, he's also going to be looking to win. He wants to win here to try to get into the chase. Joey right there. Here he comes. Rich to the bottom. The 5 gets hung out to dry. There comes the 49 of Andrew Rich. Help from the 8 of Joey Wright. Dave Cohen. I think he's going to do it. Dave Cohen. He's going to... Here comes Rich off turn 4. Side by side to the line. Cohen gets him. Dave Cohen wins the Pepsi 400. With the pass coming to the white flag on Dunder Johnson, and Dave Cohen wins at Daytona. And that will possibly bring him into the chase. Well, an exciting finish. After the first lap wrecked, no wrecks, and with just 23 cars racing for a win. Dave Cohen, a winner in the Pepsi Night Owl Cup Series. A huge win. This will save his season, putting him into the chase as long as he can stay in the top 30 in points. Now for others, we'll see how it shakes out. We'll have to see how the points shake out after here. But next is big for these guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for the next race. Thank you guys, and we'll see you then.